Good morning from a very chilly, frosty central Scotland. Welcome to Ali Lives Well Unless. I'm Ali, an early retired teacher currently living on a small pension. And today is Foodie Friday, and I am going to share with you my final shopping haul of 2024. In previous videos, you may remember that I said I did not want to set foot inside a supermarket in the month of December. So I have used some of my December shopping budget to completely stock up. So my store cupboard is pretty full. I've got a few bits and bobs to go in it today. Both my freezers are absolutely bursting at the seams. So there's a couple of things I want to try and squeeze in there today, and honestly, I think I'm going to struggle. I'm going to have to do some jiggery pokery magic to get all my stuff in. So I popped into Lidl this morning, and there were little boxes there. There were some good ones, but I didn't take one because I don't need anything from there. And there were some really good boxes, so hopefully someone managed to get a really good deal this morning. So I'm going to show you what I have bought as my last little top-up shop of the year. It cost me £24.17. I had a list and I stuck to the list except for a couple of things that I thought I would make really good use of. So, but I pretty much stuck to my list, and even though I hadn't had my breakfast yet, I was really good, and I did not get myself an almond croissant. I'm going to have something else for my breakfast this morning. So, I'm going to show you my messages. I loved in one of my last videos how a lot of you said, yes, I remember my mum, my gran, talking about going for the messages. So here are my messages for November and December, and it is going to go into store cupboard, freezer, so I do not need to go to the supermarket again until January. So I'm just going to set the camera down and show you the worktop, and I'll do the fridge and frozen stuff first so that I can quickly pop them into my freezer. Okay, here we go. Here's £24 worth of shopping from Lidl today, and if you'll excuse my hand jumping in and out, we will start off with I got some frozen peas because I don't have any peas in my freezer. So little petit pois, the nice little ones, and even says on here freshly frozen in 2.5 hours. So as soon as peas are picked, they start losing their sweetness and the sugar content turns to starch. So the quicker you can get them frozen, the sweeter they are. So just a small bag, but enough to toss into things like stir fries, risotto. I'm going to make a paella at some point. So yeah, handy to have. So 99 pence for 700 grams. It's actually quite hard to get kilogram bags of frozen veg now. I think shrinkflation has done its job. So frozen peas. A couple of treats. I treated myself to a little camembert cheese, £2.59. I will pop this in the fridge and I'll not touch it for a couple of weeks so that it is nice and ripe and stinky. So that is going to be one of my treats for December. I also got some halloumi. I love halloumi, and one of my sons is vegetarian and one of my daughter-in-laws is vegetarian. So we are big halloumi eaters in our family because it grills and cooks really nicely. So £2.15 for some halloumi. What else is going in the fridge? And I bought another pack of bacon. £2.79 for a double pack of bacon. I can use quite a lot of bacon, so yeah. And the little bacon is actually it's quite nice. It's quite nice. It's not the healthiest of things to have. Cured meat is not that good for you. But as I've said before, I try to make sure at least 80% of my diet is non-processed. So a little bit of bacon goes a long way, especially smoked bacon. It's very strong flavoured. So I'm just going to pop these fridge and freezer things away, and then I'll come back and show you the rest. Okay, fridge and freezer things done. I think I will show you my fridge and freezer in a moment because I really had to stuff those peas in, and I've got things in there I'm going to have to process and put in the freezer at some point. So yeah, today's going to be interesting. Okay, so red peppers were on offer, 29 pence for a red pepper. So I got 3, and these are going to be cut into strips along with some onions. So I've got some mixed peppers and onions in the freezer, and they are great for pulling out for stir fries and stuff where you just need a little boost of extra veg. So they'll get done in a minute. I got some eggs. Now, unfortunately, the longest date I could get was the 4th of December, so I may have to do something with the eggs. I might make a quiche, or I might just whip some up and freeze them in 2s and 3s so I can use them throughout December. Or I can just decide in December I'm just not going to have eggs. So you'll notice white eggs. In the UK, white eggs are not that common. We did go through a phase, possibly in the 70s, where brown everything was better for you than white, which is a complete fallacy because it doesn't matter what colour your egg is. It's still the same healthy, nutritious little pack of goodness. And I don't know if some of you know or remember that I used to keep chickens myself, and the colour of the eggshell is entirely dependent on the breed of chicken. And you can tell what colour of eggs your chicken is going to lay by looking at their ears. They've got a little coloured bit round their ear bit, and that's supposed to be able to tell you what colour your egg's going to be, because some chickens lay blue eggs. So you can get blue, various shades of brown, white, speckled. So white eggs, £2.75 for 15, free range. Now it says mixed size, but to me these look like small eggs. So yeah, they'll be fine. I've still got some eggs. I think about 5 or 6 eggs in my little egg house to use up. So a couple more store cupboard things. Bag of sugar, 109. I've got some cashews, just plain cashews. They're not roasted. 175. These are great in a veggie stir fry to give it a little bit of protein. I got some more barbecue sauce. I've discovered that the Lidl sauces and relishes are actually really good. So 89 pence, can't go wrong with that. This wasn't on my list. £1.15 for their own brand of golden syrup. I have seen mixed reviews on the golden syrup. I'm going to test it and see for £1.15. Pretty sure it'll taste just as nice in flapjacks and some other delicious things that I'm going to be baking. I needed some kitchen rolls. I don't actually use kitchen rolls that often, but they're good for really gunky clean up things. Normally I just use, in fact the one I've currently got, interestingly enough, is a hand knitted dishcloth. Just made it knitted out of cotton. I use cloths and old tea towels, rip them up, and they are used for my cloths. Okay, I lifted a non-alcoholic mulled punch that I will either drink myself or I can take it with me as a gift if I'm going to someone's house. And red split lentils. I was low on lentils as I made a big batch of lentil soup a couple of weeks ago. So £1.29 for 500 grams. That has definitely increased in price I can't remember the last time I bought red lentils, but that is definitely an increase as well. These are real treats. So I got some pitted green olives, 89 pence. And I do love a pickle, so I got some cornichons with herbs, 1.79. And along with my cheese, the camembert that I got, I can make up a nice little picky platter, little picky bits as a treat one day. So that's it, £24 for all that shopping added on to what I've already spent this month, and that will do me into that will do me into the new year, hopefully. I do have a wee co-op round the corner that if there's anything that I'm absolutely desperate for, I can go and get it from there. So hang on a minute, sing you back up so you can see me. So as you can see, I think I've got enough in there and in my fridge and freezers to keep me going, so time will tell. I haven't quite added up all the numbers yet because obviously we're not all the way through November yet. Yeah, I'm well over my £120 a month food shopping budget. But as I said, I'm going to borrow from next month and just not go shopping at all next month. So that is the plan. I also have a few things that I need to process and get into the freezer. So I still have the apples that I got in my little box. Was it last week? So I've still got the apples, and I'm just going to make a simple apple puree, no sugar. I'm just going to poach them down in a little bit of water, and then I will blend them, and I will put that into the freezer. And applesauce can be used in vegan baking, so I will, I will experiment if I need to sub applesauce for eggs if I'm baking next month. I've also got some really ripe bananas now. So again, these are going to get mashed up and put in the freezer, and these 3 bananas will make a banana loaf. And mashed banana freezes quite well, but it does get a little bit watery. So when I make my next banana loaf, I won't add any milk to it. What I'll do is I'll add a scoop of the dried milk powder, and then I'll check the consistency. So these are going to be processed and put in the freezer as well. I'm also going to turn you around and show you what's in my fridge and freezer that is going to be cooked, processed, dealt with today as well. So I'm just going to turn you around and show you my fridge and freezer. Okay, so remember I said I stocked up on butter while it was £1.69 and then £1.89, and I also noticed today that double cream has gone up 10p. So the cream that I bought last week was £1.05 per 300 mils, and today it was £1.15. So yeah, prices are creeping up. So keep an eye on butter and cream prices in the run up to Christmas and just immediately after, because they'll all get reduced. So I still have my aubergines, eggplants. They're still okay, so I'll need to cook them today, I think. And I also have, yeah, I know, beep, beep, beep. I've still got a bag of unwaxed lemons, and the only reason I haven't sliced or diced them and put them in the freezer is because I don't have room. So today I'm going to make a lemon syrup that I will use to make my iced tea. So I might make a quick video on that. Okay, you can see in the door, possibly still got some suet, so at some point I can make some more suet pudding. So I've got my lard, my jams, my homemade tea tree ointment, and my fire cider, and my sourdough starter. Okay. And one of my jam-packed freezers, and as you can see, I had to squeeze the peas into the top. So in here I've got tubs of soup, I've got all that meat that I cooked a couple of weeks ago. That's the last of the turnip. It is grated and in there, ready for soup. Someone asked about the peanut yogurt balls that I make for Luna. It came as a little kit. So there's just a smear of doggy peanut butter and just natural yogurt, and you just freeze it, and then it fits inside a little ball. I think it's over there. It was being washed. I'll show you that in a minute. So I have loads of those. There's all the banana bread that I made. Sliced, I don't know if you can see, sliced and frozen in there. And bottom one, I've got some frozen mash, I've got my frozen broccoli, carrot, and there's a last of some peppers in there. So yeah, and my other freezer is exactly the same, except it's full of mugs of soup and all that fruit. I've still got a lot of fruit in that one as well. Okay, so that's the little ball that I use for Luna. So the little frozen bit goes in there, and then the lid goes on. I can't remember where I got it from, sorry. If I can find it, I'll put a link to it, but yeah, and if I don't get it back off her quick enough, she bites and nibbles the edge, because she's Luna. So, okay, well, that's it. No more supermarket visits until January. And even then, I might even just get a delivery at the start of January. Yeah, that's it. I hope I can do it. That's the plan. I've certainly got enough stuff in store, so that is the whole point of building a pantry, a store cupboard of things. And my target next year is to really build up my store cupboard supplies and cut down my food costs. But I'll talk more about that next month, or certainly into the new year. So thanks for watching, and thank you so much for all the lovely comments on my Money Monday video talking about hobbies and skills. Sometimes it's only when you stop and you think about all the things you can do that actually you realise that you are much more creative and much more skilled than you think, and that's what some of you have been saying. As I said, it's knowing your limits. Nobody can be good at everything. I mean, I would describe myself as a jack of all trades. I can do lots of things, but I'm not an expert by any means. I'm experienced, just like I'm an experienced cook, I'm an experienced knitter, but I am not an expert. And if you want to learn from an expert, as I've said, there's amazing YouTube videos out there. So thanks for watching, and I hope something was of interest to you there. It is now 10:20, so yep, been up and early, and I'm going to go and have a nice hot mug of coffee. I don't think I've had a hot cup of coffee for ages, because I always put it down and then forget about it, or I'm dealing with Luna or doing something. So today's plan is I'm going to get some painting done, and I might show you that in an upcoming video soon. It's more of a crafty, creative painting. I'm not painting a wall, I'm painting a picture frame. So have a lovely day, have a fabulous weekend, stay warm if your temperatures are dropping, and I will catch you again on Money Monday. I'll see you soon. Bye.